behind, but also punish this Kansas City team in transition going the other way with Haidema and Biyendolo. But I'm looking about the combination between Davinia and Villa. Can those Brazilians connect up front for Vlatko Andonovski's current team?
Seattle will start with possession. White kits at home, teal kits on the road for Kansas City. Colleen Radosov is our center referee, and we are underway. Claudia Dickey plays it long here for Seattle. The team coming off a 1-1 draw as the two outside backs for the Current. Both those players on the bench for Kansas City. Sharples, head on a swivel. Lynn Biyendolo behind her. Macho, right to Meza. James Turner on the swing. Cut off by Mace. Hopkins moves it centrally. Hutton. Haidema trying to push her off the ball. Off the bounce to Haley Mace. Hopkins calling for it. Haley Hopkins. Slight block there from G. Labonta. We're 20 minutes in, no score yet between Kansas City and Seattle. DiBernardo, the touch, Hopkins fires, Dickey dives on it.
Well, it's a very similar spot to where Haley Hopkins scored last weekend. Players out of the space. Look at DiBernardo. She pulls Lou Barnes out of that space that then Hopkins finds herself in. You're trying to figure out tactically how you can find a little bit of space and a little bit of edge on the opponent.
Yeah, the final was 4-3 in that Angel City Washington game. Biyendolo in the 18 off of Sharples. Here comes a corner kick.
I thought that looked clearly like a corner from our angle originally. And this is the first time we've seen Sorna Gorcevic in this position. Yeah, that hit off a Sharples leg. And Williams making that run in behind. And we thought we'd maybe see Biyendolo. I almost said it twice. I caught myself on the second one. Biyendolo in those spaces a little bit more, but that's a good sign if you're Laura Harvey and the Seattle team. And corner kicks are good for them. They have the targets to be effective, not just on the first phase, but also the second.
Haidema being one of those targets. It's Barnes off the corner, back post. Haidema through the air, heads it down. Biyendolo scores! Her first with Seattle!
Space in front, she'll dribble you. Well, if you give her space in the box, there's one thing we definitely know she's gonna do is put the ball in the back of the net. And this is a poacher's goal. She keeps herself alive, finds where the ball lands, takes the first touch to evade the defender, and then it's just instinctual. How quickly can you get the next touch off? So she uses her right foot. It's almost off the outside of her right foot as she just stabs at it, knows that it has to go high to beat Lorena.
Remember, Sean Nahas, her head coach for North Carolina, said he still shows new players videos of Lynn Biyendolo defending. That's how good she is. Davinia. Bia. Heel pass, Davinia turns, looks to fire, creates some space. Davinia ricochets around, and Dickey covers.
And it's a two-man game in the channel as Davinia just threads this pass through. Then it's a heel pass here. But watch the numbers getting in front of Davinia. I think it ends up being Lauren Barnes who the ball deflects off of, and that's a purposeful deflection. Because if that doesn't hit her, I think it's the rebound. But that's better. That's the sign of life that Kansas City needs. It's quick in transition, something that they're so good at. That combo between the two hasn't been as purposeful as I thought it would be going into this game. But credit to Seattle of how they've been defending.
The last time these two teams played, Seattle gave up 5 goals to Kansas City. And you just know that made Laura Harvey absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, the Seattle team doesn't give up goals, and last year they gave up too many, and 5 in one game. She probably thought about that game for way too long.
Just a minute of stoppage time in this first half between Kansas City and Seattle. G floats that one right into Cook. Labonta, DiBernardo. Bia. And Seattle with possession. Off the long ball, Labonta. Mace. Time for maybe a final push for Kansas City. Meza absolutely denies. Now she takes off from outside the box, Lorena. Now the keeper stops there for Kansas City.
I love that from Sam Meza. She has been excellent in moments throughout her now 5 starts where she does that. She just is eyeing the play, steps at the right moment.
Bia Dabinya. Nice tackle by Bug. It was necessary. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Lynn Biyendolo, her first strike with Seattle, and the Reign lead the Current 1-0. Bia stands over the ball as we start this second half. Kansas City and Seattle. Labonta closing in, just powering through James Turner. Darlene, 1v1, moves to her right, finds G in space. South Korean lifts it. James Turner was the option. Chewinga. Slowed by Seattle for now. Bia.
Oh, she had her.
Just flicks it to Hopkins. Moves to her left, Haley Hopkins. Right for Bia. Top of the box, Bia shoots! Off the crossbar, it just skims.
When Bia gets the ball here, look at that tidy footwork. Watch Chewinga. Chewinga centrally is now gonna draw players. Look at, there's 3 players who are now worried about where Chewinga is. It now creates a gap at the top of the box where Kansas City has found a number of goals this year. Bia can't dip it quite entire play, and yet the play is so different than anything we've seen already from Kansas City.
Labonta.
Really try to find a way to calm down this Kansas City team when it comes to their emotions. Because all they really need is one look.
Bia, Dabinya, past 2 defenders. Dabinya, Chewinga shoots! In the box, Dabinya scores! Offside, it's called back.
They need one chance, and it's to the foot of both of their key playmakers.
Smile on her face. Emily Mason's also going to enter, and Lauren Barnes will exit, the captain for Seattle.
Great game by both players, and now just seconds for these 2 to get acquainted in this game. The focus has to be 100%. Stay with your mark if you're Emily Mason here on the near side. Wheeler has been aggressive in her positioning.
Rodriguez off the cross, header, Dickey saves.
Yeah, and this is an option that they have. Rodriguez has been so good this season at getting into attacking positions and finding the right seam to cross it into.
The Reign have led since. In stoppage time now, Chewinga. Curry. Rocky Rodriguez. And it rolls out. Well, the fans can feel it here in Seattle.
I don't think Laura Harvey sat down all game.
There's a final whistle. A 1-0 win for Seattle over Kansas City.